Look, if you're doing anything active outdoors, especially something like personal electronic vehicles, e-skates, e-bikes, that type of thing, you are definitely going to need a helmet, and today we're going to check one out. Welcome to the Vapor Trail channel. I'm Tony, and yeah, today we're going to be looking at a couple of helmets that I received from a company called McBob. It says made by Solid on the helmet there, as you can see. They're an Amazon seller who approached me after seeing some of my e-skate videos. And one of the things that's super important about riding any of these electric vehicles, any personal electric vehicle, whether it be a electric bike, electric skateboard, a unicycle, and yes, those are a thing, one wheel, whatever. Dude, you gotta wear a helmet. There are a lot of dangers out there, and if you don't have something to protect that cranium, you could end up in a lot of trouble. Now, my wife and I both have Super 73 bikes, and she didn't have a helmet. So she was borrowing one of my helmets, and she said, well, I really would like one in mint. So when I saw that they had one in mint, I said, yeah, go ahead and send us a helmet. And they also sent me one in blue. And I will say that wifey is very happy with the color of this mint one. So I agreed to show you here because I know when you go on Amazon and you're searching for this stuff, it's like, oh, there's all these options and stuff. And you might want to see one actually as close to in person as you could get. So that's what we're going to do today with these two helmets from McBob. These came inside of a box, bagged, they were inside of a bag, and then they have their little accessories also inside the helmet. And this right here, I think this is, I don't know, this is the funniest thing with it. I had seen it on the Amazon listing and was like, what? Are they serious with that? Apparently they are. Yeah, it's like a propeller. This goes on there. And then your propeller goes on here. There we go. Oh, look at that. So you could be going down the road with a propeller on your helmet. Nah, I'm not going to do that, but I thought it was kind of cute, kind of funny. I might stick it on my wife's helmet when she's not looking, and then she'll go down the road with it. That'll be kind of fun. Now, on the Amazon listing, they do show how to measure your head for these helmets. My wife and I both fit a large. I think most adults are going to fit a large. All you have to do is follow the instructions on the listing. You're going to measure your head around the circumference from the back to the front for the forehead. You can see it right there. Now, these helmets have 13 vents on them. There are a lot of vents, and we live at the beach, like to ride a lot during the summertime, so having some ventilation is definitely an important thing. And you can see right through this vent right here, that is some thick cushioning that's inside there. These definitely have a lot of padding in there. Some helmets might have a pretty thin shell on the inside, the inner shell, and yeah, you're gonna want as much protection as possible if you really hit your head. It says that it has a thicker core for protection, and you can see that right there. It is a nice thick EPS core that's on that. You can see that the pads in here are removable. Here, I'll do it on mine because hers is already adjusted for her. But the pads are removable that's inside of here, and that helps to adjust it for your head. They even give you a little extra, here, I'll show you. They even give you a little extra Velcro thingies inside of here, just in case you need them to really secure it in there. And here are the extra pads that are in here. There's thicker ones, there's thinner ones, however you like to adjust it. And all of these pads, the back one, the sides, or this, one big side one here and the middle right there, are replaceable. One of the keys to the helmets is, how does it fit on your head? How does it look? And these ones are made to fit different shaped heads, got a little flare over the ear and all that kind of stuff. I mean, it's kind of your typical helmet. Of course, it has a quick release on it, so all you have to do is to snap that off here, and it's adjustable. You can take this thing off of here and tighten up your strap or whatever you need to do. Now, I would say I see a lot of people with these straps just completely hanging off their chin, but I mean, if the helmet can pop off of your head, it's not going to do you a whole lot of good. You don't want it to be too tight, but you don't want it to be too loose either. I kind of make it so there's like maybe a little gap about that far between my chin and the strap. And then of course you got a click adjuster in the back. It makes it real easy to get that to fit your head. I really like the colors though. For one, if you have more visibility, that's good. And if you've watched my videos during the summertime, I like to wear very colorful shirts. Nice to have something that matches them. The helmet is under 1 pound. It's 0.88 pounds weight. And importantly, it does comply with ASTM and CPSC safety standards. So, like I say, I like the ProTech helmets, but some of their models just don't have that much of this core in here to protect your head. And, wearing a helmet just because it looks cool, I guess that's fine. It might be minimal protection, but if you're going to wear one, might as well have something that's really going to protect your head. So let's take a look at what's inside the accessory package here. It does come with an owner's manual, which goes through how to, put it on your head and shows you how all the straps should sit and everything else. One thing I will say about this helmet This part back here, where it sits on your neck, is a little bit lower than some of the helmets that I've tried, and kind of pushes down on the nape of my neck, on the very back of my neck. Each person's different, necks are different lengths and all that kind of stuff, but that is, that's the one thing that I was like, Got a little sticker in there, we got extra Velcro sticky deals, and then your extra padding for the inside. And really, this stuff is more for sizing the helmet. If you just need to get it to fit on your head a little bit better, then you can just swap these out. And I'll just show you on mine. Well, I'll just replace the big one here. Just pull that out. Then you take your new one and you just sit it in there and get it fit in there the way you need to do it. It's pretty easy to do, so there we go. Look, if you've ever used a skateboard helmet, well, you pretty much know how these things work. It is lightweight, it has a lot of ventilation, so if you need that, that's great. So if you're shopping on Amazon, you're looking at different skateboard helmets, you're gonna see a lot of them that look pretty similar. Price point on this one is about $29, and that's really not too bad. Some of the other bigger name brands are gonna cost you around $60, maybe even $80 or $100. So thanks to McBob for sending over the helmets. I know my wife really appreciates it. She really wanted to have that mint green one. Like I said, for me, that helmet, it's got a little bit, it just goes a little bit too far down here for me and kind of digs into my neck. I end up having to reposition the helmet a lot. So I have had more comfortable helmets, but in that price range, if you're looking on Amazon, there's a lot of them are very similar, but they might not have the color options that you want. And maybe I have a short neck, I don't really know. But one way or another, you gotta have yourself a helmet if you're gonna be doing these outdoor activities like that. Absolutely, especially, look, I did a Superman off my electric skateboard at about 12 miles an hour. Yeah, you're gonna need a helmet. I do plan to share more about protective equipment like that because I think it's really important, especially if you're somebody like me who's a little bit older. Yeah, you don't wanna risk it. I'll put a link down in the description if you're interested in checking this helmet out for yourself. And I wanna thank you so much for your support here on the channel. Likes, comments, shares, subscriptions, always very important. So if you like what you see, hit that thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed yet, there is a red subscribe button down there and a notification bell if you wanna get notifications when I upload new videos. Well, that's it for this episode. We'll catch you next time on the Vapor Trail channel.